for music start for you?
I know you've heard it many times, but
Yeah, you have to answer for your Ghanaian audience. So we don't know your roots. We don't know where you grew up. Aside the fact that it's Nigeria, but you know.
Yeah. Well, I grew up in Nigeria, in the south of Nigeria, Akwa Ibom, even though I'm from the east, Anambra State. But I school now very much in the west, so I usually say that I have kind of borrowed cultures and stuff like that from Nigeria. I know that the only place that's left for me to go in Nigeria is like the north side. So when I go there, I would have hacked everything in Nigeria.
You have completely hacked the system. Yeah.
So I feel like growing up in several places kind of just helped me like learn about different cultures and kind of like it also gave me a lot of experience. And so that experience, I put it into my songs a lot. So people usually ask me, are your songs about your experiences? Are you writing about someone? And I'm like, no, like it's mostly just things I feel or things I feel like other people are feeling at that moment, or what the beat is telling me that I should sing about. Yeah, so for me, starting music was pretty easy because I was in the choir already from a little age. Yeah, we were all in the choir, me and my brothers, my parents were in the choir. So it was more like very easy for me to pick up on music and stuff. So I kind of just fell in love with music at the time. And then I discovered that I could also write music the same way I write like poetry and stuff like that. But I told my parents, oh, I want to go to the studio, I want to record. And they're like, no, sit your ass down. You cannot, you'll be distracted. You know, this is something that you can just do for me and your mom and show us in the house. But studio, we think that is going to distract you. So when I got into the university in 2019, I was like, I met someone who was a student and a producer at the same time. So I was like, oh, if you have a studio, can I come record this? And he's like, yeah. So I just got the beats and I brought it to the studio and I recorded. So that was basically like that was where the journey began for me.
So if I'm getting it right, you're still in school?
Yes.
That's huge because we've spoken to some artists, we followed their story, and I mean, even Jackie would say, balancing schoolwork with your music, especially for how huge you are. Right now, your fan base is large and it just keeps expanding with every single song that you drop, every collaboration that you do. How are you able to balance that? Are your grades still up? Are you worried about them? How is that going for you?
I feel like, if anything, because you're popular in school, you would not want your grades to drop.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
Because people will probably be looking at you and wanting to know how you're doing, and lecturers and stuff like that. But for me, what I always say is, it hasn't gotten difficult yet. It hasn't gotten difficult to the point where I have to pick one. I can still very much do music and do school at the same time, especially because I'm in a federal university and they don't really take education seriously. They can just be breezy with your studies.
Strike here and there.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? Don't come to school for a year. Just stay at home. Yeah, so that happens. I know when COVID happened, we were home for like 2 years. Yeah, we were home for 2 years. So, and it was around COVID that I kind of started getting to know people, or people started getting to know me. So it almost seemed like...
that's true, on Twitter especially, yes.
It seemed like something that was supposed to happen.
It was a blessing.
Yeah,
exactly.
blessing in disguise.
But Fave, I am interested in your voice. No, I'm very interested in the voice.
We've tried to imitate its failures.
Yeah, exactly. No, so the thing is, I had heard your music, but I didn't know who this person was until the video feature. I'm just going to be very honest about it. And when I first heard the song, I stopped, listened to it a few more times, and you know, the voice is just...
It made you want to move your waist. You like to see me go, you know?
Yeah, the voice is just, you know, I mean, like how is it so good? Do you do something to it?
Some training here and there.
Or some training.
My Heavenly Father. Honestly, that's just who I can thank, really, because I don't know where the voice is from. I can say my mom, my dad, because they have good voices. But nobody is reaching me in the house. My mom and my dad know that.
They can't try.
So yeah, I'm just going to give it to God, because I don't really do anything vocal training or whatever, even though it's not intentional, because I feel I strongly believe that as vocalists, we should train our voices because especially as a woman, you have a lot of changes and things happen and your voice is acting a certain way today.
Yeah.
So it's very good to pamper your throat. On my Twitter, my location says guarding my throat because it's very essential.
Yeah, no, it's your assets.
It's nice to have a throat to God. You know, we don't have it. We can try.
No, I mean,
we don't have it.
nice.
It's really great. But you know, Fave, you know, y'all spoke about, you know, having heard you and identifying you as a musician on that video. But you know, for some of us, since you started dropping it, you just be on your page, your day one, I guess you're looking for something. But Fave, I just want to talk about your lyrical content because we've heard Beautifully. We've had Baby Riddim. We've had Me or Mask My Sins. Like some of those songs, when you listen to the lyrical content, there's a way music can make you feel. It can make you feel like you're in love. It can make you feel like you're heartbroken. And it can make you feel like, no, today I have to go out there and go and party. But I think that
it can make you feel like you're in heaven.
you know,
That's-
you are just
yeah,
out there. Now
yeah.
my baby bad, I don't get baby, but I'm like, where's my baby? I want to see how bad my baby is. You know? and that's just the feeling. But Faye, what goes into your writing, your lyrical content? Because it just seems like you mentioned a blend of different things, but it just sounds very original and it sounds very easy and catchy for people to sing along to.
Lyrics, I feel like it comes easy to me. Let me put it that way. I had to stop writing poetry when I started taking music seriously because I feel like both of them are like two different sides of the spectrum, I think, because writing poetry is very different from writing music. And I had to stop making myself dwell so much on the lyrics and try and let things go sometimes. So for me, it's more like the two of them have to go hand in hand. The lyrical content has to be up to a certain standard for me. If the lyrics are seeming too, I don't know what word I would use now, but if they're not really seeming deep, or if it's not making me feel like, whew, like this sounds fire, I will be doubting it a lot, and I'll have to like ask
you not
people.
be rhyming hat with cat or bat.
I can definitely do that, oh. I can definitely do that. Oh no, sometimes you do like that sometimes.
I'm going to be looking out for that some of your singles. But what are you working out right now? We know we'll let you talk about that one. We know you just released, you know, a song. I think that's Pop Sermon. So just briefly tell us about it, the whole production, finally bringing it out, and the reception so far, and what you hope to, you know, get from that.
Okay, well, Pop Sermon has been in the drafts for a long time. It's one of those songs where you're like, when is this song going to come out? Like, I can't wait for this song to come out. And it so happens that there's a line in the song that says, give unto Caesar what the girl already has. And coincidentally, Dope Caesar, her name is Caesar. So it's like, I feel like one way or another, everything happened for a reason. Yeah, like, because I feel like if maybe we had dropped the song years back before we got to discover Dope Caesar, maybe that wouldn't have been the perfect plan. So I'm just like, you know what, definitely it's the time for Pop Sermon to drop because we have Dope Caesar on the track now. And I'm like, she's really, really fire. So to me, it just seems like this is one of those things that has to happen. Then Ajebo Hustlers on the track as well. Like, you know, people have been saying that we should do an album together.
Because the vibe,
I really
yeah,
love
yeah,
their
yeah,
sound.
the vibes,
I don't know, it blends very well with
crazy.
mine. So I'm just really excited for Pop Sermon to come out because I don't think I have any song like Pop Sermon out right now. A song that talks about, you know, the power in the tongue. It's like letting you know that you should speak into, you know, make proclamations, speak into what you want your future to be, speak into things that you want to happen, even though it seems like those kind of achievements are far away, you should still speak into them and they will happen. So like, it's kind of like a gangster kind of song. It's not talking about love. Like, oh, Fave, love. It's not talking about love.
Fave. Hopefully you'll be dropping some love singles for some of us.
I always have it. Love is definitely up there.
Yeah, she needs it.
Yeah, why? It's on national television.
We all need love.
We need it. Yeah, not everybody's fortunate like you. Leave me, free me.
Is that what's going on here?
Yeah.
Oh, cup season. Are you not seeing the Fave? Look.
Oh
Look
my!
properly
So
at
we're
it.
the singles here. Are you denying?
My baby, but no, we are the singles
Long-
here. I'm
long
just
squad.
appealing to the public. We want to be your faves too. But Fave, before you
No,
go,
for real though, my songs are not just for lovers. Come on.
Yeah.
If you're
No,
single out there, your baby's bad. And your
baby's good too.
Yeah.
Great. Your
Yeah.
baby's actually
Yeah.
great. But I mean,
Yeah.
Faye, before you go out there, you have a lot of Ghanaian fans. One of my friends, he's a huge fan, Joel. If he finds out that you're on the show, I'm sure he's watching right now. Joel is completely, in love with you and your music. Hi, Joel. Faye, say hi. But Faye, what do you want to say out there to your Ghanaian fans? Just share
Yeah.
some love. Tell them something. And I mean, if they also want to follow you on your social
On your
media,
social
I'm sure it's not
media, yeah.
everybody who has all your pages, your music. Say something to the Ghanaian fans out there. Nigeria, you've had it enough. Let's just borrow
Yeah,
for a second.
for a few days.
Just
Yeah, for a few days.
Just a few days, yeah.
Right, okay, hi, guys. I'm super excited to be here. I want to come to Ghana more often, so you guys should invite me to Ghana often. It's your big dirty girl, and I'm signing out. Right? That's what we're doing right now. I'm signing out.
Yeah.
My socials are Fave Season. The season is spelled SZN. And it's Fave, not Fav. I will not allow you. You will not be permitted to call me Fav outside. I'll remind you that I told you when you were watching this. Yeah, so Pop Sermon is out right now. Go stream, go listen, share to your friends. And I have new singles coming for you.
We'll be waiting for that. But Fave, we know that Fave is your actual name, but we know the real long name. Do you want to say, or you don't want your government name? But I mean, Fave, you have to give us a penalty. You just score a goal for Pop Sermon, then we wrap it up here. But Fave, I know your government's name, okay? I know your government name.
My
I know
government
it.
name is
I know your
Fave.
government name. Fave, you should play a penalty for us.